Welcome to Tete-a-Tete, a head-to-head conversation about how to get more bang for your buck when utilizing flower bulbs in your garden landscape. And now, celebrating their 125th year as a family business, here are your hosts, Brent Heath and Jay Hutchins.
Well, hey there, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to another edition of Tete-a-Tete. We've got a unique list of things to discuss today. My name is Donnie Osmond. That's what some of the people in the Gloucester Daffodil Club are calling me because of the longer hair. But no, I'm Jay Hutchins, General Manager of Brent and Becky's, and joining me as usual across the way is this guy right here, Brent.
Well, hello today. Beautiful day here in Gloucester.
Yeah, it really is a nice day today, and
it's a little dry. We could use some rain.
A little dry. It's a lot dry. It's crazy dry.
It is indeed.
Well, today we've got a unique group of plants to talk about, and these are rare and remarkable plants. So let's start with the first one, which is a very unique plant.
Oh, it is indeed. Unique name also.
Unique name. It's the Amorphophallus.
Well, I don't know what the word phallus
I do.
Translates to.
Well, I'm not going to discuss that.
I mean amorpho.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know about phallus. Sorry.
I didn't want to have to define that for you. This is a family program.
Indeed. No, it was amorpho. And I have a feeling it has something to do with its fragrance.
Oh, okay.
So in any event, this is an amazing plant. It pops out of the ground quickly without leaves and puts up a gigantic spathe, the form of the flower. It has a dramatic burgundy color, and it, for the time when it's ready to receive pollinators, it attracts them with the smell of decaying meat.
Yummy.
So, but only for that time. It takes it to draw flies and carrion beetles, and the most beautiful big beetles come with red or yellow carapaces on them. Really quite pretty beetles.
But it's not something you probably want to put by your front door.
Or your back door. You may want to put it about 20 feet away.
About your side window or anything close to the house. Yeah.
But it's dramatic in the back of your garden because it grows 2 to 4 feet tall, depending on your soil situation, etc.
Wow. Nice.
It is somewhat shade tolerant. And that spathe, when pollinated, turns into a big cluster of berries. Most people are aware of Jack in the Pulpit, our native Eracema.
Yeah.
And but this has a big pine cone-like cluster of fruits. And another, it's probably critter proof.
Wow.
The aroids are not tasty for most animals to eat.
So known more visibly for what it looks like and what it looks like in your garden from a distance.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And they're all over Becky's garden. And one day I had somebody working in my garden, and she said, "Brent, did you shoot something?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, it smells like a dead animal." And she was weeding right next to one.
Oh, wow.
So you probably won't smell it unless you're really close to it.
I got you.
So, she said something died in your garden.
So very much, no, it's actually alive.
That's right.
And growing quite well.
That's right.
All right. So that is the Amorphophallus.
And it's a rare and collector's plant. They're not readily available.
Right.
It's just we have them growing very well in the garden, and we harvest them from the garden.
All right. They come right from us. Cool. So the next one we have on our lineup of rare and remarkable is the Ceramatum.
Another aroid. And this one, grown for its dramatic tropical-like leaves that are spotted purple and it grows 2 or 3 feet tall. So it's the perfect plant for your tropical paradise summer garden, which will give you that, wow, what is that plant?
Cool.
Now, its spathe comes up before the leaves, where most aroids do. And it's very attractive purple spots on the yellow spathe.
Mhm.
But, and it only smells slightly of a little bit of manure.
Oh, another good one.
But not terrible. You have to be quite close to it
Okay.
to actually smell it. But a dramatic plant,
Yeah.
and the leaves lasting all summer. And again, nobody likes to eat them.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I've seen these in the garden, and it isn't that they jump out, but once you notice it, it's the striking visual.
And at one point, a scientist came to visit, and he was from the Orient. I can't remember whether from Thailand or Cambodia or somewhere. And he said, "Oh, can I dig some of those? We make a dessert from the tubers, and the tubers get quite large."
Yeah.
But they make some sort of dessert from that in the
Wow.
Orient.
Well,
I
maybe
think he was a VIM scientist, maybe, who was Virginia Institute of Marine Science. I think he was a marine scientist from Thailand, maybe.
Interesting.
But,
well, maybe I'll look up what to use that for, and may do another cooking class.
Bulb cooking class. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's spelled SAUR. Almost looks like sour.
So
like, who knows?
Like whiskey sours.
Well, if you can make whiskey sours out of them, I'm putting them in a cooking class.
Okay.
Our next one up of rare and remarkable plants is the Lycoris. Now, why is not so much rare, but maybe remarkable?
And it is remarkable, and it's relatively unusual, not often seen in the trade.
Oh, and I think it should be.
And when seen frequently, it's not seen frequently in the trade because it has specific requirements for growing it. Now, if you see it in a box store or something, which I doubt you'll do.
I doubt it, yeah.
They are coming from an antipode, a different season. Their spring is our fall. And it'll be a dry bulb. And it'll take 2 or 3 years. Often they call them surprise lilies or resurrection lilies because they take several years, and then all of a sudden they pop out of the ground and surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for us, we dig them as the foliage matures, and we are just beginning to dig pretty soon now.
Yeah.
So we can ship them out. And we ship them out with the roots on them. Now, there's several types of them. I don't know which are still available, but Lycoris radiata is the one from Japan. And it's native, grows on the edges of rice paddies. And there they call it spider lily because the blooms are very spidery in effect and bright red. And it's wonderful. It was brought here relatively early on, so it's considered an heirloom plant in gardens. It's in many old gardens around the East Coast predominantly. And in South Carolina, their nickname for it, and there's nothing common about nicknames. So the nickname is hurricane lily because it blooms about the time the hurricane season begins.
Yep.
And then in Williamsburg, Virginia, because it pops out of the ground one day and is bright red, they call them British soldiers.
Yeah.
There.
They really do seem to come out of nowhere. Like you go to bed one night and there's nothing there, and the next day, bam.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then here we gave it another nickname because its sister family member from China called Lycoris squamigera, which we may be out of. It is bright pink, and it comes out in actually toward the end of July or in August. And because when they pop out of the ground, that lovely fleshy pink color, they call them naked ladies here. other places more properly surprise lilies. Isn't it funny they call an amaryllis a lily?
Yeah,
But they call a lot of plants lilies that have nothing to do with the lily family.
exactly.
But in any event, it's also called resurrection lily, surprise lily. But because the radiata is, and they call them naked ladies, because like the radiata is a month later, they follow the naked ladies, so we call them naked gentlemen.
Oh,
The radiata.
gotcha. Brent has mentioned a couple of times if we offer something or if we're out of it or if we have it. As usual, the things we are discussing are on sale this week at brentandbeckysbulbs.com. There should be a button on our homepage that'll take you right to what's on sale. And then you can see exactly if we have it available or not. So you can check out that list. So our next one on the list is a eucamus.
And that it stands eucamus. I get corrected with the pronunciation, and I look at the person who's pronouncing it, and I think, do they know more than I do? And if I think they do, I start calling it the way they call it.
Tomato.
Anyhow. Oh, well, that's another story. But the eucamus is a South African native, and it's amazing member of the amaryllis family, highly critter resistant, and it comes up with a nickname is pineapple lily. It has a tuft of leaves at the top, and it resembles a pineapple. The beauty of it is this flower stays in bloom all summer long. And actually, it doesn't physically stay in bloom. It blooms, but when the calyxes turn into seed pods, they're very colorful also. So you never lose the color and the shape of the flower. Yeah. And it's a great one for growing in containers. If you live in a warmer climate, perfectly hardy here. And our zone was here, and when we were zone 7, we're now zone 8, but a hardy plant and highly critter resistant. And there are a number of forms of it. The forms are all the way from a cute little one called autumnalis, only about 6 to 8 inches tall, which is white and blooms relatively early, to the giant Polyvesii, which grows 3 to 5 feet tall, depending on your soil condition.
Wow.
So they make great cut flowers also. And then Camosa, lovely one. There's one called something burgundy. What is it? Sparkling burgundy. I got it now.
Okay.
It's a mutation that the leaves come out bright burgundy, and the flowers are beginning that way as well.
Okay.
So
wonderful
plants.
There seems to be different heights and sizes and colors for all tastes and all needs.
Yes.
So even the tall ones are good in pots?
Well, they have a big pot.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
really
what
I
big
thought.
Pot.
That's what
like
I thought.
A 5-gallon pot.
I got you.
Or 10-gallon pot even.
So the smaller to medium size would be your best bet as far as putting these into these eucamus in. For
people where it's not hardy, once they finish blooming and the frost hits them, just take the pot into your garage where it won't freeze over the winter and store it in the pot. And then next spring, take it out of the pot, put fresh compost media in your pot. When you're potting bulbs, always use a compost media, a media with life to it. Don't use just peat moss and vermiculite. They have no nutrient value, and your bulb will decline over time.
Yep. Bulbs need a lot of food.
Well, they just need the right food at the right time. Consistent availability.
All right. Well, our next one up is, again, I would say not rare, but remarkable, and that's the hippeastrum or astrum.
Okay. This is the wonderful bulb in the amaryllis plant family, mistakenly given the nickname amaryllis because it's not native to South Africa, where the bulb we call amaryllis is. and it is a member of the amaryllis plant family. And this one is from South America and somewhat tropical, but also hardy in our plant zone. When we were 7, it was hardy here in Virginia. So these are great ones for the garden because they're blooming right now in the garden and will bloom up through June. And they're absolutely critter proof. Nobody eats them. There's even a cut flower trade for them in the Netherlands. So great in arrangements. It has to be a big flower vase, but a wonderful, wonderful plant for the garden.
Probably one of the best displays in the Netherlands as far as these go is in the covered kind of greenhouse area at Kokenhof.
Right.
And the display where they're showing these off, they're all potted,
Right.
but they utilize almost as if it is an arrangement. They've used other material around it, and it's a great display of hippeastrums.
Well, we use them in our living flower arrangement done for winter time.
Yeah.
So it's the centerpiece, the tallest thing.
Yeah.
We then flank them with typically paper white or forced bulbs, and then oxalis or even little muscari that forces easily. So you can get several layers in the same pot.
It's really
called
neat.
living flower arrangement.
And we'll do those starting again in the fall.
Yes,
Okay.
That's right.
All right. Our next one up is the Hymenocalis.
Hymenocalis, native to South Africa and to southern North America. It's native to Mississippi, Georgia, I think maybe it's Alabama, Georgia, and one other state. Boy, I'm trying to remember. But anyhow, the one that's here is an aquatic plant, and the ones in Africa are more terrestrial, drier. But there are several of them, and the Hymenocalis fastalis has large blooms on long 2-foot stems, very sweetly fragrant, particularly in the evening. So you'll enjoy that in your evening garden, and white flowers that show up under lights at night. There's a yellow flowering form, sulfur queen, and it is the color of soft sulfur, but amazing, wonderful fragrance. And these work fine in bigger pots. They're hardy here, but best if you mulch heavily in the winter to keep the soil somewhat uniform in temperature. But they make good cut flowers and arrangements also. And being amaryllis family members, they're absolutely critter proof. Nobody eats them.
That's a benefit.
Yep, it is
Major
indeed.
benefit. Anything in that family, if you don't want the critters, if you don't want the work and having to battle with do all the playing in your garden, as Brent says, only to have a critter come along and eat it. No fun. Yeah. All right. The last one we've got on our list is the Scodoxis.
Scodoxis from South Africa, a blood lily. Yeah, the flowers is color blood and about the size of a softball. And another amaryllis.
All right, good.
They're amazing at that they pop out of the ground. I was in South Africa, 25 years ago on a mission to find some new bulbs for our catalog and actually to connect a Dutch grower to a person there who collected South African native bulbs. And we went to bed one night and he pointed out this little thing poking out of the ground. And he said, wait till you see that tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, it was the size of a softball. That's bigger than a softball.
Yeah.
It's about that big. What size ball is that? Bowling, not a big bowling ball.
No,
but,
that's a small
but they
bowling
used to have
ball.
duck balls, duck pins.
Duck pins, yeah, probably a duck pin ball.
Yeah. Anyhow, it was awesome. And it's awesome here in our gardens. Here, if we get a very cold winter, it'll kill it. So this is another great one for growing on pots because it's nice and compact, and it's a beautiful thing, a rare thing that people are not going to see everywhere.
And we've got them for sale for you.
Yeah, and on sale to boot.
Right, on sale to boot. All of these that we're talking about are for sale at brentandbeckysbulbs.com. I believe it's 10% off, which for some of you may cancel out, depending on your order total. It should cancel out your shipping charge for some of you, not all of you. But every little bit helps, especially in this economy.
It does.
Jeez,
Becky showed me the FedEx and UPS bills the other day. Woo!
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm starting to put together quotes for fall plantings.
Oh.
And in my quote, it's fuel. You put fuel into the.
Oh, wow.
And I usually get a diesel truck.
Wow.
$5 or $6 a gallon right now. Yeah.
For diesel.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. Wow. It's crazy. Yeah. I hope the Straits of Hormuz or whatever it's called, I hope that sucker gets opened up here soon and gas prices will drop.
It sounds like we're working on it. Sounds like our military is really doing a great job there.
Well, let's hope things clear up and the economy, especially in the area of fuel, comes down.
Yeah.
Well, Brent, thank you so much for coming in to discuss these rare and remarkable plants.
Well, I enjoy doing this with you, so thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks. And thank you for joining us here for another edition of Tete-a-Tete. We'll see you next time, everybody. Have a good one. Take care.
Thank you for joining us today on Tete-a-Tete. You can subscribe to this program by finding us on your favorite podcast platform, like iTunes, Spotify, and more. You can also watch us on our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just search for Brent and Becky's. Until next time, let's get out there and make the world more beautiful. We'll see you next time on Tete-a-Tete.